This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. And I'm going over the extended edition, as I have every week. So, let's get into it. And to start off, I think that this definitely was, in the normal versions, my favorite version of the films, favorite film. But the extended ones, I may have to give that to the Desolation of Smaug because of the great add-ons to that. But I talked about that last week, so you can go back and watch that one. But with this one, yeah, I think that it was very well done. It was a nice conclusion, although it did have a few bad things. To clarify, it's the whatever her name is, Tauriel, or whatever her name is, the love story from that, and that's kind of it. This does change a lot from the book, because in the book, the Battle of the Five Armies only lasts a few pages and is mainly talked about after the battle, and Bilbo does almost nothing in the battle, but they did change it around a little bit because it needed to have more of a climax, and it felt very cheap if, well, a giant battle happened and we saw none of it. But I still think that this was a well done film. I personally enjoy these, unlike many other people. Looking at it, some of the stuff I definitely enjoyed was Gandalf, well, and his story at the beginning. It was a nice wrap up and teased towards Saruman becoming a villain and Sauron escaping to Mordor. So that was interesting and well done. I like the, well, death of Smaug at the beginning, although I do wish it was at the end of Desolation of Smaug. But I get why they put it here because they wanted to have that part against the dwarves. But that probably should have been cut out and just had beginning of this be how that ended. And looking at the rest at the beginning, I think that was pretty interesting. And then once they well show up to the mountain, things start to get well more intense, and things finally go crazy when we have the scene come in towards the, well, once the Wood Elves are going to show up. Things are, pretty intense. And then I love, of course, how Bilbo is able to sneak out and give the Arkenstone. And oh yeah, another scene I loved from earlier in the film was them having, well, Radagast give Gandalf a new staff, kind of fixing that kind of plot hole from the movie version, the original version. And with the rest of it, yeah, I really enjoyed going up to the battle. And also, I really liked the part they added in where it was the extended, well, march sequence between Thorin, Dwalin, Fili, and Kili as they were, well, going around trying to, well, get to Azog on Ravenhell. And they were fighting through many people, and I think that scene was done really well with them fighting the wargs and everything, and eventually having to leave Balin behind, as Balin was with him at that point. And yeah, I really liked that. And the rest of the film, I think that interesting. Thorin's death was always, well, this one was actually kind of weird, but it was still pretty enjoyable to see him kill Azog, although he doesn't do that in the book. Azog is, well, already dead in it. Bolg, the one that Legolas kills, that kills Thorin, and it is actually Dane who goes and saves him. And yeah, that was from the book. I understand why they changed it, and I like the wrap-ups and the burial of Thorin. And of course, another favorite part from both the movie and the book is when Bilbo returns and sees everything is being auctioned off of his, and he has to, well, go back and get everything back, and then return to the present to see, well, the events of Lord of the Rings begin. And yeah, with this, I really enjoyed. Honestly, I had a lot of fun watching this, and although it has some good parts with the extended edition, I think the one that benefits most is Desolation of Smaug, as I said last week. And yeah, and that's just kind of, what I think. I personally enjoy these movies. I know I'm not in the popular opinion here, but they were really my first introduction to, well, Middle Earth. At least the first Hobbit was. But by the time the second one came out, I already watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy and and read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. So that's kind of all I have to say. I really hope you enjoyed, and my reviews of the Batman sets will be out soon, starting with the Batcave. And the only thing that really is going on is I didn't get a chance to record it yesterday. Every time I did, there was just never, well, a good chance. I tried to rip it, it was way too loud, so I had to wait for the next day and probably for some daylight just to get in there so it looked a little better. But yeah, besides that, I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.